Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff White, Jeff White Fitness Solutions. Thanks for checking out this video today. And today, I want to talk about an aspect of a current event that's going on that people really may not have been thinking about, and it is pertaining to the trend that I'm seeing of all these different food processing plants and fertilizer factories that have been destroyed or have been having mysterious fires. There have been a lot lately, and it's not really talked about on mainstream media. So I'll just post a couple links in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. But just last night, there was another one. There was a plane crash of a factory. I believe it was in North Carolina. Let me see, where was that place at? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was in Georgia, a General Mills plant in Georgia. Just last night, a plane crashed into this General Mills plant. And this is Friday, April 22nd. All right, just last night this happened. So I've seen a lot of videos talking about this, so it's getting my attention. But I'm like, wait a minute. How are all these food processing places and fertilizer factories getting damaged or destroyed all of a sudden? Have there been many clothing manufacturers, any factories that hold clothing, any factories that hold, car parts or anything like that? Have they been destroyed, or is it just all food? This is, something's not right. So we can go the conspiracy route, which a lot of people are doing, and I totally get that, or we can just go the common sense route. And I'm going to go the common sense route because I want you guys to really think about what I'm going to say. All right, so basically it's like this. If these food processing plants are getting destroyed, and we can see it, it's happening. This is real. It is in the news. It's just not being discussed as much as it should. That means there could be less food on the shelves. Or at the very least, the food is going to be even more expensive than what it is now. So here's the problem. I personally go on 5-day water fasts 4 times a year. And occasionally I'll go 6 days without eating. And all I'll do is drink water. So my body is used to this. I can wake up one day and not eat until 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, just drinking water. My body's used to it, and I can do that just fine. You would not know that I have not eaten because I still have my energy levels up. Here's the problem though. By day 3, if I do that, by day 3 and day 4, my energy levels are a lot lower, and I just don't have the energy to go out and do my normal activities. My body slows down. And this is coming from someone who's been fasting for years. And on top of that, I can wake up and not eat for 24 hours. That's not a problem. But if I'm going to do a 5-day fast or a 6-day fast, I got to get my mind right first. I got to prepare my mind mentally at least 3 days before I start my fast, before I can actually do the fast. So, and I'm talking as someone who's used to fasting. My body has become fat adapted. It's adjusted to it. So you may say, well, what's my point? My point is very simply this. If we have food shortages and people can't eat the way they're accustomed to eating 4, 5, 6 times a day, they're going to suffer like you have never imagined if they have to cut back because their body's not used to it. Their body's not used to not eating for hours and hours at a time, so they're going to go through some major changes. And I told you, I'm used to it, but I still see my energy levels drop, and I just can't do the things I normally would do. It's a challenge because my body is healing and it's repairing itself, and it's taking energy away from other things. So then I see people talking about, there's going to be riot in the streets if there's no food. Maybe for a day or two, but after that, I mean, let's be real. I'm in America, and a lot of us are not the most healthiest people. People are going to be struggling, and they will not have the energy to be rioting in the streets if they don't have food. And heaven forbid there's no water. If there's no water, for whatever reason, it's game over. I can tell you as a triathlete that water is so essential. And if you don't have water and you start to go into heat exhaustion, your body shuts down. So you add in the fact that there's going to be lower food availability and no water at the same time. There's not going to be right in the streets. People are going to be out of it. They're going to be out of it. I don't know what's going on right now, but I think people are getting worn down in every aspect you can imagine. We're going to get worn down physically because of the food shortages. We're getting worn down mentally because of all the crap we've been dealing with for the last 2 to 3 years. The pandemic, prices going up, the war overseas. All these things are taking a toll on people mentally. Then you have the news, which is negative all the time. We're bombarded with negativity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it wears you down. Then I talked about food, inflation. Then you got this rent situation where rents are just, I don't even know where to begin talking about rents, where people are seeing their rents go up $300, $400, $600. And if you got a multi-bedroom apartment, you could be seeing your rent go up $1,000 a month. Come on, y'all. This is crazy. So you got a perfect storm of everything happening at one time that is just wearing people down. And the final knockout punch is lack of food. That is going to just send people over the edge. And as I said, there may be rioting in the streets because of this, but they won't last long if people do not have access to food. And so this is a major problem, people. I don't care if you believe in conspiracies or not. Fact is fact. These factories are burning down. It's been at least 24, 25 since the year started here in the United States. This is really going to impact our food. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what you got to do, but you got to start stocking up on food. I've been talking about this for about a year. Other stations or channels have been talking about it. Most people are not paying attention, and that's really, really sad because they just don't see what's coming. They really don't see what's happening. You can go to the stores today and see some empty pockets of things. You can see it. You can see it. And now on top of that, you hear about these food companies and fertilizer plants getting destroyed or severely damaged. What do you think is going to happen to the food supply? And we haven't even talked about China. We see what's going on in China. China locked down Shanghai and some other cities. They got like 40 million people on lockdown. 40 million people on lockdown. And some of their ports have been shut down, so they're not sending out a lot of different things like they used to. This is a perfect storm for a disaster, and people are not paying attention. You got to do something. Don't wait until it's too late before you realize, I need to get to the store and buy stuff. It's either going to be overpriced, like it already is, or they're going to be out. Get your stuff now before the crowds go crazy and take a run on the stores. Get it now where there's not a lot of hysteria out in the streets. In addition to that, you got to start planting some type of food. You got to. You have no choice but to plant something. I got a video where I'm starting to plant with my son, and it's a lot of fun actually. And you don't need a lot of space. And I tell people this all the time, that if you got an apartment, even a 1-bedroom, a studio, if you can get your 5-pound bucket and some dirt, you can grow potatoes in your house. And I'm sorry, if you got potatoes, you will not starve. You may not be happy eating potatoes, but you won't starve. So just a quick video today. You got to look at the big picture, people. You got to look at what's going on. And instead of just focusing on today, look out 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now. How do you think this is going to affect the food supply? How do you think you're going to be able to eat and sustain yourself. If you go to the stores and the prices are sky high, your rent is sky high, you got an adjustable rate mortgage and your mortgage price has just gone up. I mean, come on, guys. We really got to pay attention and start protecting ourselves. This is, I won't say life and death, but it's getting to that point, and people need to start preparing and taking care of themselves. Do not wait on the government to save you. They are not going to save you. Look at all the homeless people in the country right now. The homeless problem is going up. Are they getting help? I mean, come on, guys. Rents are going up $300, $600, $1,000. Are they getting help? Think about it. So that's all I got today. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. But there's too many coincidences going on, and instead of complaining about it or ignoring what's going on, it's time to take action. Stock up on food. Don't even tell people what you got, because unfortunately there are going to be people out there who aren't prepping or preparing, and they have that entitled mentality where they think, oh, you got food, then you can hook me up. No, I cannot hook you up. You had the same opportunity to get out there and stock up too, but you chose not to. You gobble up all my food. How am I going to replenish this? How am I going to replenish it? Stock up on food, plant a garden. So if people do come to you, at least you have something that you can grow, that you can reproduce yourself, that you could give the people if you want to. But that's all I got, people. I just see a lot going on, and it frustrates me that so many people are not paying attention to the signs. The signs are everywhere. You can ignore it all you want to, but eventually you're going to have to face reality that the U.S. is in serious, serious trouble. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about this, because this is a major problem. And check out the links that I'm going to post about some of these situations with these plants getting destroyed. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.